Hi everybody. I'm gonna start making my cooking videos this coming week. It's been some delays because of things. Come here. One of them is sitting on my floor right now. See if I can get his attention over here and I'll show you what. So, what else has been going on? Not a whole lot, Just babysitting for the month. When I say baby, it's because it's a baby. It's a baby kitty who's really mean and really rotten. Yes, you are. He's pretty rotten. Only in the mornings, though. He likes to bite horribly, scratch horribly, gets very vicious with the girls. Can't be held by them at all without hurting them. He's probably going to knock the camera over as I speak. No. It's mine! Yeah, I told you, he just bit hold of the handle. He belongs to my in-laws, and they're in Canada right now. So, well, I hope this is working right. Anyways, he's rotten. My stomach is covered in cuts and puncture holes, and if you hear something, it's him smacking at it. All right, that's enough. That's enough. And he doesn't get along with my cats at all. Go on. Get off the table. Rat fink. We have him now until the 27th. And then the girls are going to take him over to their house on the 28th. He is a handful. The mornings are the worst. I've never had a cat like that. My cats have wrestled around and stuff like that, but this cat, he's vicious. He'll get on the back of the chair next to me, and if you put your hand near him, he actually snaps like a gator, in midair at you. But then he could be so sweet to me, not to the girls at all, but to me. He'll come running for me if one of the cats get the better of him. If they're ever in here, he'll run to me. But usually I keep him in the den with the door shut, keep food and water in here for him, take him to the bathroom when he needs to go, and keep them separated because of that. And it was bad timing because you know how animals are. They were already under duress with Damien no longer with us. And so was I. But the kitten was kind of an unexpected thing, fun thing, I got my complete DVD set of Corner Gas, which I've been waiting for. And for those who don't know what Corner Gas is, it's a Canadian television show that had just finished up their 6th season a few years back, or last year, something like that. So I got the complete set finally. Very happy about that. It was kind of costly, but I like it. It's one of those comedy shows that it's just kind of clean fun. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not crude. And I guess I don't have a whole hill of beans else to say. Weather got cooler, and now it's back up into the high 90s, almost 100, which is horrible. A few funny things that happened when it was raining. We were out driving and went through a flooded area only to discover that it was sewage popping up through the ground, and we drove through like a foot of sewage. I know, you're saying that's not funny, but it was funny because, you go through it and it's like, oh, and the whole car stunk. So we had to find a car wash with an undercarriage wash. We have a tendency to find stinky things when we're out. You know, we went out one night, just Steve and me, to have some time to watch the lightning. It was off at a distance, and we parked. And we were watching the lightning, and we found this little road. And we're like, "Hey, let's go see what this is." And we're thinking, why is there this narrow paved road in the middle of nowhere? And it's kind of windy. It was a very odd road. Although I remember seeing it on the GPS and saying, well, it's a marked road, so I know it's not private. Well, some marked roads out here are private roads, and apparently this was a back entrance to the water treatment plant. We got just close enough to the gate and suddenly the odor hit me. I was like, oh my God, and we had the moon roof open, we're shutting everything. That was horrible. We had some real wicked storms here. Yeah, I mean, really intense storms. Just insane. That was fun. The calculator conference that we went to, Steve had a good time. I had a miserable time. I think that had to have been one of the worst trips that we've ever taken, because not only did I get in a hotel room that wasn't that great, turned out the hotel accepted animals, and the little wing that I was in, everybody brought their dog. Everybody brought their dog, including Great Danes. I don't know if there was a dog show in town or what. And these were not quiet dogs. They were noisy dogs. And you'd say, well, why didn't you get out? Well, I didn't have a car. Steve had the car. Well, why didn't you go out for a walk and get away from it all? Well, first of all, there's not that many places to walk. I didn't know the place that well. And second of all, none of our cards worked in the door. And, after we got all moved in and everything, and I bring a Lazy Boy recliner with us when we go places, so I can sleep. Because with my hernia, my hernia is really bad, and the weight of it is so heavy that it pulls when I lay sideways. I can't lay on my back, I can't lay on my stomach, and it pulls sideways to where I have difficulty breathing at night. So I have to sleep sitting up. So we had my Lazy Boy recliner. We always had to be on the first floor. And the only other rooms that they had were upstairs. They didn't have elevators. If they had an elevator, I wouldn't have a problem. But they didn't have an elevator. So, yeah, I was stuck in there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we finally left. And there was no windows that opened up either. So I was stuck with stale air, barking dogs, shouting owners. God, it was awful. And worst TV on top of it. The only thing that saved me was that I grabbed my daughter's DVD player and brought it with me, and I brought a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, I bought about 8 movies and stuff. My odd eclectic taste and stuff. I brought the movie Normal from HBO. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I love that movie. I really love that movie. I brought Sideways, but I'm a big Paul Gandolfini? Paul Gandolfini fan. I love his work. And it takes place in places I know. We drive up to that area of Santa Barbara all the time, because that's where Stuart Anderson's is, which is the windmill where he was staying at. So I know that area really well in California. So it's kind of fun. I like movies when you can recognize where they're at. It kind of makes them a little bit more familiar and personal to you. I brought, what else did I bring? I'm sitting over there. Oh, The Castle, which is one of my absolutely all-time favorite Australian movies. That's another one of those that you can't help but smile watching The Castle. It's fantastic. And what is that? Normal, The Castle. Oh, 84 Carrington Cross Road, another one of my favorites. You know, that's those who don't know. That's another one you should look up. That was a book originally. It was a book of letters. Woman who put it together. It's a true events that happened between correspondence between her and a bookstore in England, from New York to England, at the end, starting at the end of World War II, and just a neat relationship through email, not email, through letters that they had, business transactions turning into friendship. That was fun. And then, of course, I brought my collection of, Father Ted, which is a British comedy, and the season, first few seasons, I think it was, of the TV show Emergency. Yeah, so. You're probably all asleep by now. Hello. Oh. I want to get in the mood for the holidays. I just wish it would cool down. Kids are going to be back the 30th, day before Halloween. Excuse me. Steve had minor surgery on his on some moles on his back. Actually, one mole. It was nasty looking at it. It was changing, and the doctor said it looked like it was probably precancerous. It's best to get rid of it. You know, he says he doubts that it's cancer, but you never can tell. And it definitely looks like it's one that's precancerous for sure. So best to just get rid of it instead of worrying about it, especially because it was on his back, so he couldn't keep an eye on it. I had to keep an eye on it, and being his spouse, to me, it looked like it went from this to this, you know. Because that is one of those things that I panic about. It's, you know, the thing that killed my mother, having melanoma. So I'm hyper aware of sun damage and skin cancer. My father has skin cancer. He goes in like once a month and always has to have stuff removed, you know. And I'm going to let you go because my youngest just walked in and I have to look at an essay that she just finished writing, so her draft on it. Right?
This actual one.
Oh, you finished it? Okay.
Yes.
So I hope to get the cooking videos out starting next week. I'm going to start off with some Halloween recipes, so hopefully you all will like it. Excuse me. I will post it on here and on the channel with the link to the actual new channel. All right. Bye.